Libra, hi. So this is going to be, what is it going to be? A reading for April 10th to the 16th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Well, thank you for using me as your stretching pad. Mr. Kai is here. Let's see, Libra. Ooh, the overall energy for the reading. The Justice card, that's your energy right there. Alright, trying to keep it steady, trying to keep it there, balanced. Okay, let's see. In the recent past, the Strength card, the King of Cups, the Seven of Swords. Not interested here. There's love that's showing up, but you're like, no. You know what? No. No, it's not like that. It actually takes a lot to say no to this, apparently. I don't know what this is. Because I don't see you wanting to say no. Necessarily. No. In the current situation, the Five of Wands, the Chariot, the Empress. Ooh, there's conflict here. But there you are, stepping into your power quite fast through this conflict. I don't know, there's always like a glitch somewhere. There's like this great energy and then poof, something's in there that's off. In the past, in here, let's see the future. In the immediate future, the Three of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Wands. Yeah. Putting this together in the way that, again, everything's showing up perfect here. So putting this together or back together in very loving energies, which, you know, when you show me this energy, it's like, whoa, I feel so good about this. But it's also very hard. It's not easy. Probably because of all the glitches that showed up along the way. I don't know, but let's see. Let's clarify. Let me clarify the Justice card. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Devil. You're showing me an energy of, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm not connected to this anymore. I don't even feel anything anymore. You're not saying you're done. You're just saying, eh. And then the Devil energy shows up over that, the major glitch. The, I don't believe you. You know, you're probably upset. It's probably one of your patterns that you bring into a situation when you do get upset. One of those, you know, I don't know. But it's not coming through as something that you mean, necessarily. It's coming through as something that you're saying out of frustration, out of, you know what, I've been working on this for too long and nothing's really coming together, and it's just, you know, anger possibly, who knows what's in there. But it's not coming through as an energy where I truly believe what you're saying because of the Devil that shows up there. So let's do that Strength card in the recent past. Man, this song just popped into my head and it's out of nowhere. Who sings it? It's called This Kiss. Is it Faith Hill? Maybe it's her. But out of nowhere, I'm like, what are you doing here, song? For the Strength card, you get the Three of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. See, this is a very redundant energy because on one hand, you're showing me I want this. I want for things to work out here. I want a brand new beginning in a particular situation where love is involved. At the same time, it takes a lot of strength to just walk away from it. And I'm like, why would you walk away from something that you want? But there are multiple scenarios in which people do that. So who knows? Yeah, So you're kind of showing me that there. Let's do the King of Cups. The Two of Cups, the Moon, the Justice card. Yeah, you're all for this. You're all for the situation to work out. You're very open, very positive, very optimistic about it. I want for this to happen. And this meaning two energies coming together in love there. And there's a whole lot of love there. But let's do the Seven of Swords to see why or how or if you turned your back to this. Because it wasn't coming together. The Five of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. From a soul perspective, from a heart perspective, definitely wanting for this to work out. From a physical perspective, there's a mismatch over there. Something's not coming together in the way that it should. Someone may be a little more busy than expected at work, or who knows what they're doing. There's a lot of, or just energetically speaking, not on the same, maybe not the same goals here, maybe not, or could be the same, but the coming around it could be different. There's someone that shows up here really, really practical, really almost like everything has to be planned, and love can't be planned. And you're coming more from this perspective of love, and they're coming more from that side of let's plan things out, let's plan love out, you know. And it's just not matching in the physical. As much as the energies may be probably the same and the goals may be the same, the approaches are very different, and that creates conflict. There is a change there that I'm seeing with that Wheel of Fortune, or hope for a change. The minute you turn your back, things might change a little, maybe. Let's see, because then I see the Five of Wands and I'm like, I don't see anything changed, but let's see. In the current situation, for the Five of Wands, you get the Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, the Temperance card. Really giving this time for things to settle down, for the energies of the conflict there to settle down, because I feel like, you know, it's been way up there. And hoping that in time things will settle down here for the most part. Because you don't want that conflict. As long as that conflict is there, your back is going to be turned to this. Let's do the Chariot. The Ten of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the World card. Man, this is a roller coaster. It's turning really fast into a roller coaster. Even though you're showing me energies of time, patience, and all of that, I feel like the energies that are flying by here are a freaking roller coaster. You know, the energy of loss comes through, so maybe you're fearing that you're losing this as you wait for things to settle down. Then out of that fear comes, no, I gotta make this work, kind of an energy. It's a mini roller coaster there. Mini, because I feel like it's happening very fast, you know, and then it shuts down. And it's like, okay, you know, the fair is done for tonight, go home. Kind of a thing. I don't know. Interesting. Whew. It's a little tornado of energy right there. Let's do the Empress. The Two of Swords, the Page of Swords, the King of Wands. And it leaves you confused. It leaves you... it leaves you with that fear in there. And from that fear, it feels like you want to act on this. Because, you know, when you fear that you're going to lose something, you're like, whoa, I got to do something about it. Whereas you started this whole energy as, let's give it time. Let's give it space. Let's see what happens. Then bam, you're being hit by fear. Then bam, insecurity shows up and all sorts of things that push you maybe into wanting to do something about the situation at this point. But again, your decision comes from a place of confusion and fear. It's not the place I would recommend people making decisions from, you know? So sit with it for a minute if you can and see what happens. See if you can uncover that fear. Let's do the Three of Cups. Given that it came in so fast, I feel like you're not even necessarily spotting this fear. It's kind of like, you know, breezing through and you're like, what fear? Nothing is there. It went right through you and it kind of left some energy behind there within you. So it's been there. It visited you, this fear. For the Three of Cups in the immediate future, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Fool. Again, there's a slow pace to this. There's a let's take it slow. Let's give this time to heal. Let's take it easy. And you're all up for that. You know, when you're being fully open and honest with yourself there, you're showing me, yeah, let's. That feels like it's right, you know? When you're showing me the mind energy, taken over by the fear, you're like, uh-oh, let's not wait. No, let's go. Let's do. What? I don't know, but let's do. You know? It's a very different energy. So sit with this one for a minute. If you find yourself in that place of, I gotta do something, give yourself a little break, tune into yourself and see why. Why do you feel all of a sudden the need to do something? What pushes you to do something? If it's fear, I wouldn't recommend doing anything until you work with that fear. For the Six of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Sun. I mean, it's that whole sense of, you know, trusting that whatever happens here, your goal is still to be happy. Your goal is still happiness. If this one works out and stays, your goal is to be happy here. If this one doesn't, then it's not meant to be. And trusting that you don't make to, you know, decide necessarily. But you're still looking for happiness. So if you were to move on, the bigger picture of this is I'm looking for happiness, you know? Yeah, kind of comes in with a lot of stressful energies, like, oh man, I gotta move on, really? But whichever way this goes, you're reaching the conclusion that you're seeking for happiness, you know? So let's do the Ten of Wands. The Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Magician. It's very interesting here because for the most part, I see an energy of be patient with it. Let it flow at its natural rhythm here, this situation, because it's coming from a pretty fragile place and it needs some healing and needs some time. And you agree with that. Part of you, the bigger part of you, agrees with that. There's the scared part of you that's kind of trying to force things to happen faster because we're running out of time, you know? And that part could complicate things or make things a little harder than they need to be. Find the flow of this. It'll be easier for you to deal with it rather than creating your flow from your own fears, insecurities, and so on and so forth, you know? So let's see what the universe has to close it off. The King of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Tower. For now, you're in your own flow that you're creating out of this place, out of the mind. And it could lead to exactly what I saw at the end of this reading, when I told you, find the flow. Don't create your own based on fear. For right now, you're looking like you don't have fear. You have a lot of determination. But you know what this leads to? Confusion, ultimately, when things don't pan out in the way you have them planned. And that confusion carries a lot of fear. And then fear is going to be running the show, and then a shit show is going to happen, basically. So find the flow rather than create it yourself. This is you creating it yourself, and look what could happen. So that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.